everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with the quantitative aptitude class. That has been the class is your 105th class of the session here. That's what we'll have to discuss as well. In quantitative aptitude, we had started with arithmetical ability. In arithmetical ability, we had done your operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, averages, thirds and indices, problems on wages, percentage, and now we are dealing with 11th topic, that is being the profit and loss. So that has been the profit and loss we have to discuss here, and we'll have done your 136 question in the last classes. So today we start discussing about 137th question of the session. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. So here we go ahead, and that the question or the session we have: a trader purchases a watch and a wall clock for rupees 390. He sells them, making a profit of 10% on the watch and 15% on the wall clock. He earns a profit of rupees 51.50, and the difference between the original prices of the wall clock and the watch is equals to, the option we have rupees 80, rupees 100, rupees 110, rupees 120. So we go ahead for the same. A trader purchases a watch and a wall clock for rupees 390. He sells them, making a profit of 10% on the watch and 15% on the wall clock. He earns a profit of rupees 51.50. The difference between the original price of the wall clock and the watch is equal to rupees 80, rupees 100, rupees 110, rupees 120. We go ahead with the same, that what we'll have to discuss here. Let cost price of a watch be, let cost price of a watch be rupees X, then cost price of a wall clock equals to rupees 390 minus X. So 10% of X plus 15% of 390 minus X equals to 51.50. 10 upon 100 X equals plus 15 upon 100 into 390 minus X equals to 515 upon 10. So 10x plus 5850 minus 15x equals to 5150 equals to 5x equals to 700, which is x equals to 140. So cost price of watch equals to rupees 140. Cost price of a wall clock equals to rupees 250. Difference is equals to rupees 250 minus 140 equals to rupees 110. Now we go ahead for the next. We'll talk about it. That has been the 138 question of the sessions here, and that what we'll have to discuss as well. The question we have 138 question of the sessions here. The question is, Albert buys 4 horses and 9 cows for rupees 13,400. If he sells the horses at 10% profit and the cows at 20% profit, then he earns a total profit of rupees 1,880. This cost of a house is, this has been asked in the CDS examination paper. The option we have rupees 1000, rupees 2000, rupees 2500, rupees 3000. We go ahead for the same. Albert buys 4 horses and 9 cows for rupees 13,400. If he sells the horses at 10% profit and the cows at 20% profit, then he earns a total profit of rupees 1880. The cost of a horse is, so the options we have, this has been asked in CDS examination paper. The option we have rupees 1000, 2000, 2500 and 3000. So we go ahead for the same. Let cost price of each horses be rupees X and cost price of each cow be rupees Y, then 4x plus 9y equals to 13,400. This is the first equation, and 10x and 10% of 4x is equals to 10% of 4x plus 20% of 9y equals to 1880. It will give you 2 upon 5x plus 9 upon 5y equals to 1880. 2x plus 9y equals to 9,400. This is second. Solving 1 and 2, we get x equals to 2000 and y equals to 600. So cost price of each horses equals to rupees 2000. That we get as an answer here. Now we go ahead further, we will discuss about it. That has been another important question, is 139th question of the session. So we start discussing about the same, and that has been the important one. So let's find it out for the same. And that the question we have, a man purchases the 2 clocks A and B at a total cost of rupees 650. He sells A with 20% profit and B at the loss of 35% and gets the same selling price for both the clocks. What are the purchasing prices of A and B respectively? We'll go ahead for the same, and the options we have here is rupees 225, rupees 425, rupees 250, rupees 400, rupees 275, rupees 375, rupees 800, and that is rupees 350 as well. So let's go ahead with 139th question of the sessions here. 139. The question we have for the same is that is a man purchases two clocks A and B at a total cost of rupees, that as I told you. So let's go ahead for the solution for the question, then the solution. A man purchases two clocks A and B at a total cost of rupees 650. He sells A with 20% profit and B at a loss of 25% and gets the same selling price for both the clocks. What are the purchasing prices of A and B? That has been we have for what is the purchasing price of A and B respectively. So that, as I told you, the options here, so we go ahead for the same, and that will resolve it out the solution here. Let cost price of clock A, B, base X, and that of clock B, P, rupees 650 minus X, then 120% of X minus equals to 75% of 650 minus X, which is 650 minus X equals to 120 upon 75x equals to 8 upon 5x. 113.5x equals to 650 and x is equals to 650 into 5 upon 13, which is equals to 250. Cost price of A equals to rupees 250. Cost price of B equals to rupees 400. That we get as an answer. Now we go ahead for the next question, that is being 140th question of the sessions here. So the question we have here is as follows. So which we 250 and 400 will be the right answer, but we'll go ahead for the another one, and that is being, as I told you, 140th question. The question we have here is the cost price of two watches taken together is rupees 840 if by selling one at a profit of 16% and other at the loss of 12%, there is no loss or gain in the whole transaction, then the cost price of the two watches are respectively. The option we have rupees 360, 480, rupees 480, 360, rupees 380, 460, and rupees 400, 440. So we go ahead for the same. The cost price of two watches taken together is rupees 840 if by selling one at a profit of 16% and the other at a loss of 12%, there is no loss or gain in the whole transaction, then the CP, which is then the cost price of the two watches, or respectively. For the same, we go ahead, that what we'll have to talk about it. So let the CP, cost price of the watches, be rupees X and rupees 840 minus X, 116% of X plus 88% of 840 minus X equals to 840 116X plus 73,920 minus 88X equals to 84,000, which is equals to 28X equals to 10,080. X is equals to 380. So their cost prices are 360 and 480 that we get here. Now we go ahead, that is we have 360 here and 480. Now we go ahead for the next, we'll talk about it, which is we have to find it out. The another question is 141th question of the sessions here. Now we'll go ahead for the 141th question of the session. The question we have: on selling a chair at 7% loss and table at 17% gain, a man gains rupees 296 if he sells the chair at 7% gain and the table at 12% gain. Then he gains rupees 400 and the actual price of the table is, that is being the option we have, rupees 1600, 1800, 2200 and 2400. So we go ahead for the same. On selling a chair at 7% loss and table at 17% gain, a man gains rupees 296 if he sells the chair at 7% gain and the table at 12% gain. Then he gains rupees 400. The actual price of the table is, this is, we have to talk about it. The options is 1600, 1800, 2200 and 2400. So we go ahead for the same here. So let the cost price of the chair be rupees X and that of the table be rupees Y. Then 17% of Y minus 7% of X equals to 296. 17Y minus 7X equals to 2, that is 29,600. This is forming one equation. Another is 12% of Y plus 7% of X equals to 400. 12Y plus 7X equals to 40,000. This is second forming equation. Solving 1 and 2, we get Y equals to 2400 and x equals to 1600. So the cost price of table equals to rupees 2400. Now we go ahead for the next one, which we'll talk about it. That is being another important question here, and that is being the 140, which is we have your 142th question of the session. That has been the important one as well. So for the same we go ahead, and that is a shopkeeper offers 2.5% discount on cash purpose purchases. What cash amount would Rohan pay for a cycle, the marked price of which is rupees 650? The option for the same, it is your examination paper that has been asked here. The option is rupees 633.25, rupees that is 633.75, and 634 and 635 that we have. So we go ahead for the same here. The shopkeeper offers 2.5% discount on cash purchase. What cash amount would Rohan pay for a cycle, the marked price of which is rupees 650? That has been asked in your IGNOU examination paper. The options we have 633.25, 633.75, 634 and 635. So we go ahead for the same here. So selling price is equals to 97 1/2% of rupees 650 equals to rupees 195 upon 2 into 1 upon 100 into 650. So that will cancel it out. The 0 will cancel by this here, and then after that it will be your cancel it by 5, that is being 3 is 15, then we have 5 9 is 45, then 5 2 is 10. Then again it will be not cancel it out further, it will give you 600 and that we get here is 633.75. that will get as an answer here. So here we will go ahead for the next question, that what we'll have to discuss here, which is also the important one, and that is being the 143rd question of the sessions here. So the question for the same, it will be your the another is that has been the important one and has been asked in SSC examination paper. The question is, if a company sells a car with a marked price of rupees 2,72,000 and gives a discount of 4% on rupees 2 lakh and 2.5% on the remaining amount of the 72,000, so then the actual price charged by the company for the car is, that has been asked in SSC examination paper. The option we have is rupees 2,50,000, 2,55,000, 2,60,100, 2,62,200. So we go ahead for the question here. If a company sells a car with a marked price of rupees 2,72,000 and gives a discount of 4% on rupees 2 lakh and 2.5% on the remaining amount of rupees 72,000, then the actual price charged by the company for the car is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper, which has been the important one, of course. So we go ahead for the next question. In that is, we have to discuss the rest of the question. The next coming class will solve that as well. So for the same, it will be the another one, and which will be the 143rd question of the sessions here. So we go ahead for the same. So the marked price equals to rupees 2,72,000. So discount equals to rupees 4% of 2 lakh plus 2.5% of 72,000, which is equals to rupees 8,000 plus 1,800, which will give you rupees 9,800. Actual price equals to rupees 2,72,000 minus 9,800, and which will give you rupees 2,62,200. That will get your answer here, and that will be the actual price what he has to pay. Okay, now so here we go ahead for the same, and that what we'll discuss about it. And so with the 144th question of the sessions here that we have to discuss here in the last classes, which has been an important one. So with ending it up is before start ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than quantitative aptitude, we had done your sociology and we had done your software engineering as well. After talking about that, we had started with chemistry, where we had done unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, as well as with the conversions to logarithm as well. And after talking about that, yes, we had done your reasoning. In that we had done general mental ability and the logic reasoning, which is a part of verbal reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done series and logic classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rules detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, star situation, constructions of squares and triangles, figure formation analysis, and practice question set that we had done in reasoning, which include verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. We are dealing with ER diagram. We had started with English vocabulary, that has been the important one, of course. And even though we will surely when we started with English, that is in the physics part 1 of class 11th, that what we'll have to discuss as well. After talking about that, coming towards your quantitative aptitude. So in quantitative aptitude as well, we had started with your arithmetical ability. In that we had started with operation of numbers, problems, safe and unsafe of numbers, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, problems on ages, averages, percentages and indices, percentage, profit and loss. That has been the 11th topic. After completing this, where we had reached 143rd question, and after completing this we'll have to start discussing about the surds and indices. After completing that we have to start with relation, proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, allocations or mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clock, stock ratios, permutation and combination, probability to discount, bank of discount, height and distance, odd man out series. And in data interpretation we have to cover up the tabulation, bar graphs, bar charts and line graph. So here we're gonna end up with, and it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on a comment box. Thank you.